Hey, Steve Piper. Today, let's talk about branding. That's kind of a BS business school word, but it actually means something really important for us as indie musicians. And it relates to this whole Field of Dreams marketing problem that musicians have. And by that I mean, I don't know if you're old enough to have seen the movie. I don't know how many years ago this movie was, but it starred Kevin Costner, and he had this crazy idea to level his farm field and build a baseball diamond. And the thing was, if you build it, they will come. That was the big line. If you build it, they will come. In other words, if you mow down your crop and build a random baseball diamond, the ghosts of these old players will show up and play baseball on your farmyard. That sounds pretty silly. And if you're marketing by the Field of Dreams method, if you build it, they will come, that's also pretty silly. And the hard part is, the tragic part really is that 99.9% of today's indie musicians are doing just exactly that. They are just pouring heart and soul into music, which is great, and then hoping that somebody will stumble across it and it will explode and go viral. Well, life doesn't work that way. Nothing works that way. There's no business where just making a good product is enough. There's no business where you just build a good product and people magically appear like baseball ghosts showing up at your random baseball diamond in the middle of nowhere. It just doesn't work that way. And the rule of thumb is that the content, the product in a digital market like music is a digital relationship market in the year 2018. There's almost no records to be distributed. There are no CDs, there's no tape, there's no distribution problem, and it's all files. So a good file full of great music is only 20% of the worth of your business. And what's the other 80%? It's marketing. Nobody can buy the world's greatest product if they have never heard of it, if they don't even know it exists, if it's buried among 2 million, 5 million other songs out there in the great big internet. Nobody will ever find it unless you bring it to their attention, and you do that with marketing. Now, I've said this before, and I get it's funny, I get emails and Facebook comments are like, what, is it 20%? Are you sure it's not 32%? And are you sure it's not 57%? Or what if it's 19%? Or it's a Harvard Review study. And I'm saying, you're missing the freaking point, dude. Maybe it's not 20%. Maybe it's 27%. I don't know. But I know it's less than half. Way less than half. So a good product, great music, a great video, that's almost the price of admission into the game. And I say almost because, again, it doesn't get you in the door if nobody knows about it. You can't get in the door without a great product, so you have to focus on your music. You have to make great music, as good as you can make it. I don't mean overproduced and locked down to the grid, unless that's the genre you're in. I just mean great music that resonates, that connects with people. And this is the price of admission, or part of the price of admission. You have to have that. You can't build a business if you don't have that. However, having that is not nearly enough to build a business. You got to market your stuff. You got to go find fans, and you got to approach them in a way that doesn't put them off, in a way that invites them to become part of your world, in a way that invites them to enjoy your product and to enjoy being associated with you. And then over time, you build a real relationship with them. And then your biggest asset as a musician is not the big library of great music that you create over years and years. That is a big asset. Trust me, that's a huge asset. But the biggest asset is the idea that millions of people have in their mind about you. And that idea about you, like it, love it, in some cases hate it, but the ones who like and love you will support you forever. And this idea is the single most valuable thing that you can build and develop over time. And the way that you do that is you have unfettered access to the people who like your music and who like you. And you build a real relationship with them over time. And the best way that I know at this moment, and it's been this way for 20 years, the best way I know at this moment, even in the era of Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, name your social media platform, the best way to have direct access to your fans that doesn't rely on one company's policy is via email. So build a big list of people who like you, get to know them over time, turn them into friends and fans, and that is 80% of your business value. All right, I'm Steve Piper. Click the button down there to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.